So we'll find a comfortable seat, a comfortable posture. And just something, whether you're seated or standing or lying down, whichever you choose, just to make sure the body feels supported where it needs to be. If it can be self-supporting, that's great, but if not, that's great too. So just checking in with whatever your body needs. Taking your time to ease in. And feeling free here to close the eyes or have the eyes half open, holding a soft gaze perhaps. And knowing too that you can move between eyes open, eyes closed at any point through the practice. Whether you need to steady yourself or just take in your surroundings for a moment. So this practice will have a little focus on honouring Earth Day, that is today. Inviting us to connect in some way with the earth. And we'll explore that through our practice together. So perhaps just taking a moment to bring your attention to the breath. Feeling the breath moving in this body. And we're inviting the mind to pay attention to the sensations of the breath in the body. And if it feels okay, to kind of have your attention around the center of the body, the core. So whatever that kind of means for you. So to me, that kind of takes in perhaps a bit of the waist, the lower abdomen, the lower back, part of the pelvis. But finding for you where your center is, where your core is. And feeling the breath there. Noticing the sensations as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And if the mind is wandering and taking some time to settle, we can just note this. This is okay. Just inviting the mind back, even if it's over and over again. Just feeling, sensing the movements of the breath at the core, at the center of the body here. This breath, this air, this oxygen that we have inside of us. We're breathing it in from the air outside of us. Taking a moment, if we can, just to feel perhaps some kind of sense of connection through the breath. Connecting our internal world with our external world. Having a sense of how trees and plants provide us with oxygen, and we provide them with carbon dioxide. Having a sense of that relationship with nature, that we are nature. And are intertwined, we're interconnected with the plant life that's here on this earth, supporting one another. And then if it feels comfortable, we'll take some deeper breaths here. Gradually starting to breathe in more deeply and lengthening those out breaths. And just finding a pace that's comfortable for you, so breathing in your own time. Breathing in as deeply as you wish to, slowing it down as much as you wish to. Perhaps using those deeper breaths just to help us sit tall in the upper body, or have this sense of lengthening in the spine, so whatever position we're in. Sort of using the breath to stretch the body from the inside out. Feeling the breath in the back of the ribs, as well as the front of the ribs. Perhaps feeling the breath in the shoulders, the tops of the arms. Sending the breath up into the neck and the head and the back of the face. Feeling that coolness, that freshness. Breathing in that air from the outside. Using it to nourish and cleanse the body. Each breath out also being used by plants around us. Releasing what we don't need is helpful for others. Perhaps taking a deeper breath into sort of the waist, the lower belly, the lower back. Breathing deep down into the pelvis, like we're inflating it like a balloon. Breathing into the tops of the legs. And perhaps imagining a breath going all the way down through the legs, through the feet, into the toes. We could include there sending a breath out into the limbs of the arms, all the way to the hands and the fingers. And then perhaps having a couple of breaths here, a sense of breathing into the whole body. Feeling that lovely release on each out breath as everything softens. And gradually now just releasing those deeper breaths. Slowing it down, allowing the body to breathe itself. Feeling the body becoming quieter, more still. Taking care to perhaps soften through the face, soften the jaw. Soften through the neck and the shoulders. Soften in the belly. Soften in the hands and the fingers. And feeling this body here. Taking a moment to feel that connection, that physical contact between the body and the earth. Perhaps through the feet, through the backs of the legs, the seat of the pelvis, maybe parts of the back. Feeling this chair, this cushion, this ground holding us. And beneath that is not far away as the earth, is the soil. This steady foundation. We can have a sense of this body as earth through all that we feel and sense, the bones, the tissues, the organs, the skin, the teeth, the hair, the nails. This body, this earth, one and the same thing. And if we can, just resting for a moment with that connection, perhaps through the seat, through the feet, wherever you feel it the most. Here we are, this body, this earth, sharing this space with one another. Just as we are air, we are earth. As best you can, keeping your attention perhaps in the breath at the center of the body, or feeling this connection through the body with the earth. And when the mind wanders, just noting this and then coming back to this breath, to this body, to this earth. And if you do happen to have some sounds, some nature sounds that are around you, just including them in your awareness, if that supports you. Connecting us with other life on this earth, sharing this space together. Each time the mind wanders or gets distracted or lost in a story about something, that's okay. Just when you notice coming back to connecting with the earth, through the breath, through the body, through sound, or all of these. Maybe even if you have a window or a plant, maybe you just use your sight for a moment, just to hold whatever nature through plants, whatever it is you might see, maybe even animals. Including them in your awareness. Just before we bring this practice to a close, if it feels appropriate for you, taking a moment to offer some gratitude, perhaps for the sounds that you hear, the sights that you see, the connection you feel to the earth. Perhaps taking a moment to offer gratitude to this earth for all that it gives us: food, water, shelter, a home, connections with others, beauty, all other beings. Places to explore, places to tend to and nurture and look after. And then bringing your attention back to this body. Taking a moment to offer gratitude to this body. Doing the best it can under the circumstances it's in. And then finally a thank you to this breath. This breath that connects us to all life, that is our life. And with that, we'll notice the breath for a breath in and a breath out. And we'll bring this practice to a close. Taking your time to gently shift from the practice, maybe wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, taking a moment to shift or stretch. And then we'll open the eyes whenever you're ready. Thank you for your practice.